Welcome to the Manchester United Chronicle. In this video, we're going to look at who fits into which position in Ruben Amorim's system. So we're going to take each position and look at who's the best player for that position and what are all the potential rotational options for that position. There are multiple players who can play multiple positions. So let's get into it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please click the subscribe button. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers as soon as possible, and your support is going to go a long way. Thank you. I have created a separate video explaining each position in Ruben Amorim's system. Please find the link to this video in the description and in the comment section. If you haven't seen this one, go ahead and watch it because it will give you a lot more context to why we have picked certain players for certain positions. So, as you all know, Ruben Amorim uses a 3-4-3 or a 3-4-2-1 system. So, let's look at each position one by one. Now, let's get started with the goalkeeper position. This is the most obvious one. Andre Onana, he's excellent with his ball playing ability, and he's ideal for a high line system, and he's very good with distribution and very good with on the ball under pressure. The rotational player for this position is going to be Altay Bayender. He's very agile and capable with reflex saves, and he has the potential to develop further on his ball playing ability and distribution. He's not at the level of Onana, so he's a very good rotational option. And then the third backup is going to be Tommy Heaton, the veteran. He's a reliable shot stopper. He's not like the ball playing goalkeepers as Onana or Binder, but he's a good shot stopper. I don't think he's going to play a lot of games, but he is that leadership figure within the dressing room as well. So yeah. Now moving on to the left center back position, I think the best suited player is Lisandro Martinez because he has excellent ball playing ability. He's a defender with a lot of aggression, but at the same time, he's well, very well composed when he's on the ball, and he's perfect for a wide defensive role. And the other alternative is Luke Shaw. He's excellent in with his positional awareness and a passing range, a reliable option in a hybrid defender role. And the other player who can also play this position is Tyrell Malacia. So good with tackling, great recovery pace, and capable in a defensive wide role as well. Now, looking at the right center back position, I think the best player is going to be Lenny Yoro because he's quick and aggressive and excellent at covering spaces and stepping into the midfield. The good rotational option here is going to be Victor Lindelof, the experienced defender. He's calm under pressure, good in ball progression from deeper positions. Also, Diego Dalot is a good option here. He has the versatility and he's technically sound. So he can be an emergency option in the right center back position as well. Now, the center back position. The best player is going to be Matthias de Ligt. He's dominant aerially and tactically disciplined, a natural leader of the defense line. A good rotational option is going to be Harry Maguire. He's also strong in aerial duels and physical challenges. Useful actually against the high crossing teams because Maguire has very good heading clearance. But where he will lack a little bit is the pace when there is a counter attack happening when compared to Matthias Ligt. The other option is also the veteran Johnny Evans. I love Johnny Evans. His experience and defensive capabilities are second to none, and he is dependable, and he looks like he can play for another 5 years. So now let's look at the wing back positions. I've done a separate video on the wing back positions in general and what are the different possibilities and who can play. But now let's get on to it. Left wing back. I think the best suited player is going to be Luke Shaw. His intelligent attacking runs and precise crosses make him a very good potential. And he's also a balanced player. He offers something both on the offense and on the defense. A good rotational option is going to be Tyrell Malacia. His high energy and solid defensive skills make him a reliable, defensively focused option. But the two other alternatives are a bit more attack oriented. One is Alejandro Garnacho, direct dribbling, explosive pace, and attacking option in games where you want to provide that width and the attacking threat as well. And a very different option is going to be Mason Mount. He's excellent with carrying the ball, his progression skills, high pressing, and adds a lot to the attack, but only when you are playing against a team which is purely going to be sitting back in their own third. He's going to be a good option. Now, the right wing back position, I think the best player is going to be Mazroy. He is technically adept with exceptional positional awareness and ideal for fluid attacking transitions. The rotational player is going to be Diego Dalot. He's balanced between defense and the attack and consistently delivers from wide areas that killer passes and that overlapping run. So he's a great addition. And one of the options with whom I truly hope works out is Antony. He has extremely high work rate and very good 1v1 dribbling qualities. He's an unconventional but a attack heavy choice. But this could be a chance for him to rejuvenate his Manchester United career. Another option could also be Amar Diallo. He's agile, he's creative, and it's a developmental option for a tactical experiment. So because he fits also on the right forward role, where he gives a lot more to the squad than from the right back position, right wing back position. So let's not forget that Amorim likes to swap the wing backs to use their weak foot on the opposite side. For example, a right-footed player on the left and a left-footed player on the right. So the left and the right wing backs can might swap in the games or before the games as well. So that's part of his tactics embedded in his system. Moving on to the central midfield position. So we have three different sets of midfielders. So let's start with the defensive midfielders. I think the best option is going to be Manuel Ugarte. He's a tireless ball winner, effective at pressing, and shields the defense. A good rotational option is going to be Casemiro, a world-class tackler and an interceptor. Excels at breaking up plays and providing that stability. Also good on the set pieces. The next set of the midfielders are the box to box kind of midfielders with Kobe Mainu, young, dynamic, capable of progressing the balls, and also contributes defensively. Mason Mount, again, energetic, versatile, tactically intelligence, excels in carrying the ball and pressing high. And then you have the creative kind. Bruno Fernandes and Christian Eriksen. With Bruno, you get the exceptional vision and chance creation, a natural leader, and of course the United team captain, who actually provides a lot more goal threat than any other midfielder here that you see here as well. Christian Eriksen, he's a good passer of the ball, also top tier creativity, but he's slightly on the slower pace and covers less ground than Bruno. So between the six players, you can tactically choose any two of them between the three different categories, or within the same category as well, two defensive midfielders or two box to box or two creative midfielders based on the tactical setup that you're going to play. Now, looking at the left forward position, so I think the best choice is going to be Marcus Rashford. His explosive pace, direct goal threat, thrives in cutting inside onto his stronger foot. A good rotational option, or somebody who's as good as Marcus himself, is Alejandro Garnacho. He's dynamic and fearless and specializes in wide dribbles and attacking runs. But you could also use Mason Mount. He's the player whom we saw in the first training at Carrington, playing that role or occupying that role. He's again a player who provides versatility, creativity, link up play, and high pressing as well, same as what Bruno would offer in that role. So, yeah, all four of them can be very good options for the front left forward position. Now, looking at the right forward position, the best player is going to be Bruno Fernandes, especially in a narrow setup. His creative passing and pressing ability makes him a very good option, especially if you have a player like Dalot as a right wing back and can make that overlapping runs. Um, he can make those deadly crosses from that space while also being a goal threat. A good rotational option is going to be Amad Diallo. He's quick, agile, and inventive, a promising option who can combine defense and high pressing as well. The third option is going to be Antony. He has a high technical ability and a defensive work rate. He has that one skill of cutting inside and using his left foot, which all the defenders and goalkeepers are aware of. But I hope he adds more with his weaker foot, those crosses with the right foot into his skill set. Now to the last position, the strikers. I think Rasmus Højlund is the preferred option. His physical presence, the pressing ability, and off the ball runs. He's a tailor made for a lone striker role, and he has all the skill sets that Victor Gyökeres of Sporting has. Hopefully, Højlund can turn into a goal scoring machine like Victor as well. A rotational option could be Marcus Rashford. He's quick, clinical, and can adapt to that central striking role when required because he also has the physicality and those high acceleration. But he needs to develop more of that. He has played there before, but he hasn't been as effective. But hopefully, he can develop into that role. And then the last option is going to be Joshua Zirkzee. He has a very strong hold-up play, and he's good technically. So if you're having, let's say, Garnacho on the left forward and Marcus on the right as a right forward, then you can actually use Zirkzee in the striking position. Whom do you think is going to occupy each of the positions in Ruben Amorim's system? Drop your thoughts on the comment section. Please click the like button if you like the video and subscribe to the channel to help us get to 500 subscribers. See you in the next one. Bye bye.